Hey everybody, welcome to our weekly upstream marketing meeting, soon to be upstream marketing subgroup meeting. We are all a little somewhere between excited, nervous, disheveled, and confused, and we welcome all of it. You're all welcome here. What a week in the world. So, don't have much of an agenda on hand, but I wanted to propose a couple things. Like we've been circling around the idea of what does it look like for us to become a subgroup. Maybe focus on that first, and then use any space for more of like a working meeting conversation if there's anything on people's minds. Cool. Any questions or additional thoughts? Chris, are you hearing us okay now? Cool. Wonderful. All right. Well, holy holy moly. Please add your name and if you're up to anything fun. I I ended up uh, smoking some meat all day yesterday or 2 days ago, just to fully distract me because it just takes all your attention, and I'm now reaping the benefits of it. But highly recommend cooking as a outlet if you have the option. Cool. All right. New country, new lockdown. Oh, Rajula, feel for you. Okay, so it's come up a few weeks in a row because I guess, curiosity and just not totally knowing the next step. Um, so the sub projects process. Bob, thanks for being able to join. I know you got some other stuff to do, but maybe you can point us in the right direction and we can work on a PR.
Okay,
What does that look like?
so it's updating SIG.YAML,
Hmm.
and it lists every SIG has the subprojects in there and what owners files essentially map to that subproject. I can like link an example, um, but it's you essentially update SIGs.YAML with the subproject information. So under a link here. So if you click that link, that takes to the subprojects under Contribex, and you can see like name, community, short description, and we currently have like the marketing, like so you see the marketing team meeting in there under uh, community management,
Hmm.
and we would essentially just pop that out along with the owner's file to another subproject.
Okie doke.
If you want, like, this is something like I can do too. It's just honestly, I've been trying to just like meet my regular deliverables this week and haven't
You
been.
are, there is a zero shame space here. No,
Yeah,
this is
like that's the
awesome to
right thing to
see.
do.
Yeah. Focusing on your regular deliverables sounds very difficult right now and better than I am accomplishing. No, this is fun. Does I say we keep going with the meeting? I'm gonna peel my attention towards this and try to see if I can offer up a PR. Happy to either share the screen so you can look at my Solarize theme VS Code and walk along with me, or we can just keep going with the meeting if other people have topics.
It does look like there's we're just typing in for the bots in process. So might like before going over to just like whatever topics, it might be just worth going over that.
Okay. All right, let's do that. Okay, AI Matt to based on Bob's tips. Great. All right, let's keep cruising. Lots of progress. What's Twitter Ads API? What's that, Bob?
So I wrote this. So this is not the normal API. There's a different kind from Twitter called Twitter Ads API. So which has support of scheduling. Say with the current flow, once we merge the pull request, the Twitter itself sends out the tweet at the given time. So we don't have to do scheduling on the GitHub end. So the Twitter can do it on its own. But this requires for us to apply for the API and then make the changes.
So so it supports a scheduling mechanism. So are you saying like we should consider this instead of the work that's being done by, I think it's Karthikeyan?
No. I'm saying he can use this. So this is a new thing that is a new thing. So he can also use this. So our current workflow is we are trying to look at merging at the given time. So instead of doing that, we can merge at any time, but the tweet goes out from the Twitter end. So the GitHub doesn't do anything.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think Kartikeyan's work also has a few more components, like he was talking about updating it so that users can basically put their tweet into the issue and then we'll tweet out from there.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that this could be something that he could use in his efforts.
I'll try to sync up with them. I'll try to see if we can do something with this.
Cool. That's fantastic. So you'd like us to apply. Who has credentials to Kate's contributors so they can apply?
It'd be.
I think Chris
Yes.
does, right? Yeah.
Myself.
I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah.
And I think Cass, you have access to it too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think maybe we can explore it first and then apply if needed. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because there are like a lot of questions asking, so I don't think it's worth without exploring.
We lost your sound, Rajula.
Hello.
Oh, now you're
I can
back.
hear him.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
there are a lot of questions in the form. I don't think it's worth directly applying. So we'll explore first and then apply later.
Okay, so this is just an FYI.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds awesome. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to, yeah, I'm not close enough to know if it's easier to rely on GitHub or rely on Twitter for those things, but if we can work around, yeah, well, we have just such a funny little collection of tools that will help this one task along. But if you think it's a good idea, let's explore it.
So do you need the ads API application done, or?
I think we'll just have to hold off for now.
Yeah, let's hold on for now. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, quite honestly, I don't know if much more has been going on in our space. There's certainly opportunity to either take this time to do like a bit of a team tidy, like walk through open documentation or documentation that says to-dos and see if there's anything we can fill in. I've got kind of like that working meeting energy personally. What are others feeling?
Exhausted. You asked.
Yeah, 100% did. So
We're close enough to KubeCon. We might as well plug our talk.
There you go.
yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's my job since I said it.
That's such a dangerous part of open source,
So
right?
true.
You're like,
So
we
true.
really need to catch up on this. Oh, cool, you just volunteered.
Yeah, congratulations. It's now your job. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Friday, November 20th at like 5 p.m. Eastern time, I think it is.
I believe
5:15,
so.
maybe, something like that. Something weird. So Matt, Rajula, and I all worked together on making a KubeCon talk to talk about this group, to tell people what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we want them to get involved. It kind of has 3 sections where Matt goes over the group at large, I go over some stuff about storytelling, and Rajula talks about bots and some of that work that we've been doing. So I think it's pretty good. If it's at an awkward time for you, there will be a recording. So if you ever need to explain what you're doing here, there will be a video.
I would like to socialize that as much as possible personally too. So let me know
Yes.
Yeah.
if you need help.
I've
with-
also been meaning to try to get out a tweet about the free passes to KubeCon to get the keynotes.
Yes.
So I'm
Nice.
going to try to submit that to GitHub today. Surprisingly, I somehow haven't gotten that done in the last week.
Shocking.
Where's your,
Shocking
I mean,
indeed.
what's taking your time or attention?
Shut up.
other than refresh rates.
My reason for canceling some meetings this week has been the world, in particular the US.
Oh Lord, it has been next level. Cool.
Actually, one possible upcoming tweet that you might want to do is there's going to be another blog post posted about Dan's passing to the Kubernetes blog.
Oh, good.
That's going to be so like the steering committee got one together that was just sort of like a brief little statement, and this one has actually being like written by like the Bootstrap committee and a bunch of like people that sort of have been involved in the CNCF since the beginning. So that's just something we will want to like essentially retweet when it actually is
Well, yeah.
published.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's important.
That'll
I'm
be on
writing
GitHub,
myself
right?
notes.
We're
Is that
we're waiting to publish that one too until the CNCF has their like scholarship info.
Okay.
For those of you that I don't know how public it is yet, but like the CNCF is putting a scholarship together for like Dan's kids.
That's public. I'm pretty sure that's
Okay, that is public.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
But once that's together, we'll include that information in the post and everything.
There's also if you want to do like a tribute thing, there's a GitHub.
Yep,
thing
we link to that from the current blog post.
Cool. Yeah. I've been meaning to write something. It has been an emotionally challenging subject.
Yeah, understandably. Oh, well,
sorry for another downer.
no. It's so important, and
It is very
we're
important. Yeah.
at least in the culture I grew up in. It's we're not the best at acknowledging the passing of a life, and but on the positive side, like Dan was such an amazing force of positive energy and open source, and the few times I got a chance to interact with him, he was just wonderful. So, it's hard to lose a good person, but very thankful for his time in this space.
You want to hear a funny story about the first phone call I ever got from Dan Cohn?
Sure.
So I was at he was at NYC, some airport in New York, and I was in Boston. And my phone rings, and it's this New York phone number, and I'm like, "Hello," and he's like, "Chris, this is Dan Cohn, CNCF. How you doing?" I was like, "Fine, Dan. How are you?" It's like, "Hey, so you wrote a post about Docker, and they're like super pissed. Could you like do me a favor and throw a disclaimer at the top of your article about Docker saying that this does not represent the views of CNCF because you're an ambassador?" And it was like, that was the first interaction I ever had with Dan. I was like, "Oh God, am I going to lose my ambassadorship because of this?" No, he told us.
I remember that post.
Yeah. he totally stuck up for the free speech of ambassadors and us having our own opinion. And yeah, it was like a big deal for him to step up and do that. But it was also like in the moment, like horrifically terrifying as like someone very kind of new in the cloud native community.
Yeah, making a splash.
Mhm.
Wild. Well, hey, I want to circle back on the SIG.YAML, if that's okay. I
Yep.
started to adjust it, and the only thing that's confusing is that I guess upstream marketing was nested under community management.
Yep. So that was the meeting, wasn't it?
The meeting? What do you mean?
There. So under community management,
I can show you.
Oh, under yeah. Sorry.
It's all
Sorry
good.
for solar if you're not into the theme, but I am.
Okay, so
You're allowed to like anything you want.
that is specifically the meeting, and that is under there. So you can copy that entire thing out.
I did. Yeah, I popped that out from community management into its own top level.
Okay, so that actually will be under, like, so you could copy and paste the community subproject right above it. So you sort of see the subproject's name, community description. So you can copy that one out. And
Okay.
then,
Like this part?
yep.
Okay.
Well, not the top keyword, not the subprojects part of the top, but like the
Oh,
dash name.
okay,
Yep.
copy that.
Yep, and then just paste it right there.
Did it
You'll
actually
want
align?
to,
Yes. Okay.
yep, you'll want to adjust the path to the owner's file, the description, and the name. So the name would be like upstream marketing.
Yeah, that's
Or
wait,
or if
so
you want to like contributor comms, since that's the label, it's really like, your call.
yeah, I don't know. We keep going between the two. I feel like contributor comms is probably a good default.
Yeah, and then
But I guess I'm a little confused. So do I
so the upstream marketing meeting that you have there.
yeah.
So if you actually continue to scroll down, you'll see another keyword. It's all at the bottom of their meetings. So you want to, that was nested under meetings
Oh, I
originally.
pulled that out of meetings by accident.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can see another meeting there, like the APAC one. So you would, the one that you created, contributor comms, you would add the meetings keyword.
Okay. I see. So
So,
like,
yep.
yeah.
So you still need to leave the name and all that there, but like, yeah. So now you'd have meetings : and then you'd have the dash name. So that just needs a, yep.
One space. Yeah, one more space.
You can actually, because it's YAML, you can go back and it doesn't need that extra space.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Or
Which one?
yeah, there you go. Well, you need to do it one more. It's because it's 2.
Okay.
That should, so now save that. And then you want to run make.
Okay. I can do this so you can see it. I don't remember the shortcut.
You will, I forget, you will have to actually like change the owner's file reference, but we can still run make and do it, and you'll be able to see what it does.
Why though? Ah, whatever.
And that will, so field name not found and field owners not found in main.meeting. So basically that's just a linter.
YAML.
So essentially there's a So let's see. Oh, excuse me.
Do you have YAML lint installed by chance?
Beats me.
Okay.
Okay, I can.
1155. So that's name, field name not found in.
Let me see. Is it because there was a mismatch? No.
No, it should be, that shouldn't matter. One 157. What's one? So
What's happening?
multiple things were 6. So because owners should not be in this area.
Oh, okay.
So that we can remove. Now try running it again.
Yeah.
So 1155.
Hey.
1155 is meetings :
It's under meetings,
yeah.
the name contributor
I'm gonna
comms.
take 1 second. I need to look at the schema myself real quick.
Meetings description. It looks like other meetings don't have names.
It might just be like description or something like that.
Yeah, they have descriptions.
Let's
Yep.
see.
Okay. One. Oops.
Yep. So name is essentially description. There you go. And that should do it.
Hey.
Okay. Then there's only one other thing that we have to do, and that is adjust the owner's file reference, because you can see
Totally.
So that's community management. You want to scroll back up to yours,
Oops.
wherever. Oh,
Yeah.
So it auto re-renders the YAML and like,
Yeah.
does all that. So we want to change. Do you see that owner's file right there?
Yeah.
We want to change that one.
It's not the master one. It's
No, I'm pulling it up. So essentially to the communication marketing team.
that one.
Yeah, so that one, and then the other one should actually just check really quick. The contributor tweets one. I want to see where it currently is. Okay, so we want to move the
Did I do that right?
the contributor tweets one that's currently under community management.
Mm-hmm. Where the community management's up here. Yeah,
Yep,
that was confusing to me. Yep.
Yep, copy and paste. Yep, or cut that one. Yeah, and then paste that under marketing team.
Owners. This is really like a job for Chris. He's the one that streams this stuff on Twitch all day. Or Caslin, like this is your jam too.
I was about to say, like, this would be like a great tutorial and just YAML, right? Like,
So there was a person that live streamed that updating our contributor docs, and they have 45 people watching them, just going through Markdown.
I would be one of those people. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we get to see the process.
So now that's done. Run make again.
Well, one question though. So community comms is related to community management? Is that
Okay.
correct?
Oh, no. So because that is all our policies around the different like platforms like Slack, our mailing lists.
Okay,
So
so that's where the overlap is correct.
yes.
Okay, so yep, we got contributor tweets and marketing team owners, owns and manages overall
So that we
community.
do need to change the
Oops,
description of
yeah.
that because that was from the last one.
Yeah, what's a better one? I think we have one around already.
Yeah, I think there's a brief description in the marketing team directory.
Chasm, do you have a shout out tweet fired up, ready to go? Cool, thanks.
Yep.
Also, remember that you can now shout out people in GitHub directly.
Huh.
Oh, that's
I didn't know
right.
that.
That new feature thingy. That's very cool. We should walk through that someday and just like, this is how it works, and just like put out like a 5-minute video.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Well, it's
We
beta
got
only
the-
for like Kubernetes and a few other projects right now.
Right, but like
But we are that. We are
yeah,
Kubernetes.
we are Kubernetes.
Well, it's more so
But-
like it's not necessarily something that like wants to be broadcast to the world, if that makes sense.
Oh, they want us to use it sparingly or something?
No. Like we can use it throughout like our project, but like because there's like no real
there's no-
moderation capability
right.
and some of the other stuff like that,
Okay.
they want to like, sort of see how it works. Like this is still very early on in the process.
We are alpha testing this, not beta testing.
Essentially.
That's what it sounds like. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to think. What this description here is this for our org or that meeting? Yeah.
So this is the description for what the sub project is. So essentially, it's describing the upstream marketing. And if you want to see what this renders out to, if you go to the Contribex directory,
Mm-hmm.
and then look at the README in there, you can see, and then scroll down, all the sub projects are listed here with that description.
Oh, nice.
And their meetings and everything like that.
Oh wow, that's pretty neat. Was contrib already in here?
So because the contributor comms is in here, but since you ran make, it re-rendered it out. So whatever, like, well, it wouldn't have had a description in there previously, so never mind.
Yeah, that's fair. Just trying to think, like we got kind of wordy stuff, and that's about it.
Again, you don't necessarily have to get the PR out like immediately, but a little sentence or two, essentially what describes the sub-project, goal.
But basically once that's ready, if I run, like all the stuff from Zoom keeps covering up important real estate.
Okay. If you run make, that re-renders it all out. You then, you do want to make sure that you are on a different branch than master, just for yeah. So then you open up, the PR. It doesn't matter too much. It just could be like, marketing.
Yep.
Yeah. You do that, open up PR, we approve it, and you're good to go.
And SIG list is supposed to get updated?
Yes. So that's
cool.
SIGs.yaml drives a lot of other files in the community repo. That's all generated out when you run make.
Oops. I don't remember what I was trying to run there, but cool. All right. I think I know enough to tidy that up.
You didn't, yeah. Okay.
I wanted git commit show, not git show. Okay. Anywho, git foo based on memory when it's been a minute. Well, does anyone want to share what we're alphaing and see what shoutouts look like? Anyone
There,
willing to do?
if you want to, there's a test issue in K community. If you want to see what it looks like. Oh, that wouldn't be relevant to, tweeting out the shout outs or whatever it is. It's just
Totally.
Okay, yep, you got it. So what's going to eventually wind up happening is they appear as shoutouts in the timeline, and eventually they will appear on the repo and org level, so you can get an aggregate of all the shoutouts. And they will also eventually appear on your profile, so people can see what you've been shouted out for. But before it goes to your profile, because that'd be easy to do passive aggressive, shout
Shout
out
out for
to
not
like
showing up for
leaving
the meeting.
or leaving a terrible PR review. So
Mm.
they're developing an approval process, as well as some other like anti-harassment, like API limiting type stuff around it. Because like you can also imagine someone creating a repo and they're just like constantly shouting out someone to like essentially DDoS them.
Yeah.
So they're before they push it out, live, all that stuff will be in development. So for
Neat.
now, it just appears on the person's like hover card and in the issue. So if you like hover over my name in there, it says like I have gotten like 8 shoutouts in the last month.
Kazlan, I gave you one, and it is showing one shout out in the past month. That's super cool.
Sorry, it was a bit of a tangent on the shout out tweets. I was just like
Well, it's the same
popped
word.
in my head. Yeah.
It feels very connected.
The word is actually configurable, so GitHub internally uses sparkles, so you can sparkle someone for doing something.
Can ours be Care Bear staring? Okay, well, I definitely covers the essential things on our mind, which was move forward on the sub project, and also feel like we all got a tutorial on how that works, so that's pretty neat. I'll get that PR wrapped up. Anyone need anything else to have a successful weekend related to Kubernetes?
I appreciate the caveat.
Yeah, I needed to needed to bring that in. Well, great, everybody. All right, we'll end the recording there.